The circle of Niono is located at the heart of the rice belt in Mali. The area is part of the large rice farming perimeters of the Niger Office Zone, which is indeed the breadbasket of the country. Rice farming is the main economic activity of the area. In this part of the country, rice farms extend wide on open horizons. For several years, the producers of the Circle of Niono and other parts of the country have been rubbing their hands with glee. Actually, thanks to the new Nerica L1 rice variety, their yields have increased 2, 3 or 4-folds in some places. While some call it the miracle crop and others refer to it as the savior crop, the Nerica L1 rice variety is much appreciated among producers.
The first benefit I get from this variety compared to others is that the crop is very saleable. For example, Kugoni 91 is best sold on the market, but the L1 has higher yields in addition to being of better quality. The second benefit is that Nerica is more delicious. Third, its grains are pure white. The variety that is a bit close to it is the 91, but the grains of the L1 are thinner and longer. In our area, there are very few young people migrating. Usually, many young people would lease land from 1 to 2 hectares to grow rice. They can earn 1 to 2 million CFA in selling their crops, while in a year, they cannot have that money as migrant workers. Preferably, they grow L1 and Kugoni 91-1, 2 varieties that produce very quickly. I derive enormous benefits of this crop from what I managed to sell. Through this work, I was able to buy a tiller, oxen, and farm equipment. Today, I even have cows that produce milk.
The Nerica L1 EAR rice variety results from a crossbreeding between 2 African and Asian rice varieties, namely the Orisa glaberrima and Orisa sativa. African farmers who have adopted it have been very vocal in praising its qualities. This variety of rice, called the miracle crop, is likely to be the driving force behind the long-awaited rice-based green revolution in the entire continent. Its high yield of about 6 tons per hectare, against 2.5 tons for other local varieties, enables African producers to significantly increase their productions.
The first benefit of this rice variety is its high yield. It has a yield of 6 tons per hectare compared to other varieties like the Kugoni 91-1, but its potential yield is 8 tons per hectare. Among other benefits of this variety is the fact that it's fit for double cropping, meaning it can be grown both during the farming season and off-season. The quality of the grain is also an advantage. This variety of rice has long and fine grains. Thanks to its organoleptic and nutritional qualities, that is to say, its flavor, the variety is widely appreciated by Malian consumers.
Bon, en ce qui concerne le riz Nerica, vous savez que depuis un certain temps, l'Institut d'économie rurale.
As far as the Nerica L1 rice variety is concerned, you know that for some time now, the Institute of Rural Economy has been working with Africa Rice through the irrigated rice programs. And Nerica L1 was created through this collaboration. Africa Rice first started working on rain-fed rice. Then we thought it was good to try irrigated rice too, because it was first meant to address a need. I mean the challenge of productivity. In fact, our local varieties are not productive, so the idea was to create varieties that are more productive than those grown by local farmers. Thus, the Nerica was created through crossbreeding between species, mainly the crossbreeding between sativa rice and the glaberrima, which is a purely African variety, that does not produce much. So this is the story behind the Nerica L1 variety.
Mais qui ne produit pas beaucoup. Donc, Nerica L1 a été créé dans ce cadre-là.
With the inception of the West Africa Agricultural Productivity Program, WAP, coordinated by the West and Central African Council for Agricultural Research and Development, CORAF-WECARD, gigantic strides have been made in the promotion of this variety. As part of this regional project, Mali has been selected to develop and disseminate rice technologies likely to improve agricultural productivity in West Africa. In this respect, through its NCS, that is the National Center of Specialization for Rice, the country has been supported by WAP. This support enabled to finalize the research undertaken on Nerica L1, but especially the dissemination of research results in Mali and other countries of the region.
La recherche se doit de développer des variétés pour offrir une gamme aussi large que possible aux populations.
Research needs to develop various varieties in order to provide the majority of people with a wide range of products responsive to their tastes, depending on the precocity, based on other criteria such as the take-up by women and men, which often differ.
Appuyer le programme RI de l'IER pour...
Against this background, we supported the rice program of IER in order to improve their varieties. The L1 IER variety was already developed by IER, but it was not sufficiently improved. At the inception of WAP, what we only did was helping IER to finalize its researches and to develop technical fact sheets. And WAP helped develop these guides and supported their dissemination. The major contribution of CNS3 was to help finalize the L1 variety and then to provide extension services under WAP.
De le mettre à la disposition des services de vulgarisation dans le cadre du WAP.
En tant que coordination.
As WAP Mali coordinators, we provide funding for the activity, we monitor it, and capitalize on the results.
The Nerica L1 EAR variety is a beacon of hope for Africa. In a continent where rice consumption is on the rise, finding a variety that can improve crop yields is undoubtedly a major step towards the achievement of food self-sufficiency. As a result of agricultural research, the Nerica L1 EAR variety is now considered a valuable asset in terms of agricultural production. Its development could encourage many producers, especially young people, to start growing rice in order to make a fortune.
Le programme crée des opportunités parce que
the program creates opportunities because its primary role being the promotion of rice farming in Mali, it's important to develop technologies to boost this production because, as you know, we are chronically rice deficient. We import a lot of rice per year. Normally, young people must use this irrigated rice opportunity to invest in the production of this crop. It should be recalled that around 1980 to 1985, the average yield was around 1 ton to 2.5 tons at the Niger Valley Authority area. But thanks to the efforts of the irrigated rice program, we are at 5.5 to 6 tons per hectare at the level of farmers. This should be able to attract more actors into the sector.
Attirer les acteurs vers ce secteur-là.
I encourage young people who want to start a business or who have already started farming to adopt the Nerica rice for many reasons. including the possibility of double cropping, the high yield, as well as the exceptional organoleptic qualities of the variety, from which young people can reap great profits. Furthermore, the grains are of very good quality and they can grow the rice during farming season and off-season. Through the double cropping, they can make a lot of profits.
The researchers who developed this variety hope to solve the nagging issue of rice self-sufficiency in Africa. As for the producers who have been using it for a few years now, they intend to definitely address the challenges facing agriculture since the sector has barely fulfilled the food needs. As for the many young Africans who are interested in this variety, it offers them the opportunity to start their farming businesses, to generate incomes, or simply to make a fortune with fewer efforts without having to leave their home continent.
Le message que j'ai apporté aux jeunes, c'est de leur dire que l'agriculture, ce n'est plus pour la subsistance.
My message to the youths is that agriculture is no longer subsistence agriculture. The technologies we have achieved today enable us to produce for the market. Agriculture is really a niche in which one can succeed, given that almost 97% of our population is dependent on agriculture. We cannot afford to look down on the sector if we are to develop our countries at all. We really need to achieve food security, and none but ourselves can achieve that, thanks to the youths who are looking forward to materializing their dreams.
Par nous-mêmes, par cette jeunesse qui a beaucoup d'énergie pour pouvoir réaliser ces rêves que nous avons.
The dissemination of Nerica L1EAR is underway in Mali and other ECOWAS member countries. Having participated in its development, the West Africa Agricultural Productivity Program has good reasons to be proud of the qualities of this variety. Indeed, thanks to the financial support it received from the IDB, the Islamic Development Bank, WAP has been able to play a key role in the development and dissemination of Nerica L1EAR variety. By supporting the Mali NCS for rice, the flagship project of Coraf Wekart, the West and Central African Council for Agricultural Research and Development has demonstrated that one can achieve significant results in the development of agriculture as long as it is driven by research and information and communication technologies.